Have you ever carried the weight of a wound so heavy it felt like it would never let go? The kind of hurt that keeps you awake at night, replaying every moment, every word, wondering how it all went wrong. It's as if the pain builds walls around you, convincing you that forgiveness is weakness, that letting go is a betrayal of your own hurt. And yet, deep inside, there's this small, quiet voice that whispers, there must be a way out. Welcome back to all my returning viewers. Your support means everything, and I'm so glad to have you here. And if you're new, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe and join this amazing community where we focus on growth, healing, and empowerment. Forgiveness doesn't mean erasing the past or excusing what happened. It's about choosing yourself, your peace, your freedom. It's about reclaiming the power you didn't even realize you'd handed away. You see, holding on to resentment doesn't just keep them in your story. It anchors you to the very pain you're trying to escape. This isn't easy. I know how hard it is to face the scars, to confront what feels unfixable. But what if I told you that healing doesn't mean forgetting? That it's not about losing the lesson, but about freeing yourself from its control. In the next few minutes, we're going to walk through how to heal without losing your wisdom, how to let go without letting them back in, and how to rewrite the narrative in a way that serves you. This is your moment to stop surviving and start thriving. Are you ready? By the end of this video, you'll have the ability to forgive in a way that strengthens you, not weaken you. You'll learn how to let go of the anger and bitterness without sacrificing your self-respect or the lessons you've gained. You'll understand how to heal your heart while keeping your boundaries intact, how to release the pain without reopening old wounds, and how to take the wisdom from your experiences and turn it into something powerful and life-changing. This isn't about letting anyone off the hook or pretending the hurt didn't happen. It's about reclaiming your energy, your peace, and your ability to move forward with clarity and confidence. Forgiveness isn't for them. It's for you. This is your opportunity to break free from what's been holding you back and start creating a future that belongs to you. Let's make that shift together. I'll never forget the time I trusted someone with everything. My dreams, my fears, my heart. They knew me in ways no one else did, and because of that, they knew exactly how to hurt me. It wasn't just the betrayal itself that shattered me. It was the aftermath. The replaying of conversations, wondering if there was something I missed, a red flag I ignored. I couldn't escape the questions. How could they? How didn't I see it coming? And the one that echoed the loudest, what's wrong with me? For weeks, maybe even months, I carried that weight around like a shadow. It wasn't just emotional, it was physical. My shoulders tensed, my chest felt heavy, and even the simplest joys seemed muted. I thought holding on to the pain was my way of staying strong, of ensuring I never made the same mistake again. I believed forgiveness would mean letting them win, giving them permission to hurt me all over again. So I stayed angry. I clung to that resentment like it was my armor. But instead of protecting me, it was isolating me. Then, one day, I had a moment of clarity. I was sitting alone, scrolling mindlessly on my phone, when I came across a quote that stopped me in my tracks. It said, "Holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die." I read it again and something clicked. My anger wasn't hurting them, it was hurting me. They had moved on while I was still stuck, replaying every hurtful moment like a broken record. I realized that forgiveness wasn't about them, it was about me. It didn't mean I had to forget what happened or trust them again. It didn't mean I was excusing their behavior. It meant I was done carrying the burden of their actions. It meant I was choosing my peace over my pain. That moment didn't erase the hurt, but it was the start of a shift. It wasn't easy. The first step was admitting to myself how much I was still holding on to. I began journaling every day, pouring out the anger and sadness I hadn't allowed myself to feel fully. I started setting boundaries, not just with them, but with myself. I promised I wouldn't let my past dictate my future. Slowly, I felt lighter. The memories didn't sting as much, and my heart felt less weighed down. I wasn't forgetting what happened. I was reclaiming my power over it. The hardest part of that journey was understanding that forgiveness didn't mean they deserved it. It meant I deserved it. And that's what I want to share with you today. How to take those first steps, how to heal without losing yourself, and how to turn pain into strength. If I could get through it, I know you can too. Let's start with one of the most misunderstood aspects of forgiveness. Forgiveness doesn't mean condoning the behavior of your offender or pretending it didn't happen. It's about freeing yourself from the hold anger and resentment have on your life. Holding on to that anger might feel justified, but in reality, it consumes your energy, clouds your judgment, and keeps you tied to the very thing that hurt you. Imagine carrying a heavy backpack filled with stones every day. Each stone represents a hurt, an argument, or a betrayal. Now think about how much lighter you'd feel if you started removing those stones one by one. That's what forgiveness is. It's unburdening yourself, not excusing the person who handed you the stones. Here's how you can reframe forgiveness as a gift to yourself. Practice mindfulness to process your emotions. Sit quietly with your feelings. Instead of pushing the anger or sadness away, let yourself feel it fully. Take deep breaths and observe those emotions without judgment. Mindfulness helps you acknowledge your pain without letting it control you. Journaling exercise. Write a letter, not one you'll send, to the person who hurt you. Pour out everything you've been holding in, the anger, the sadness, even the things you wish you could say. Then, write about what letting go would mean for you. How would your life improve if you released this burden? This process allows you to acknowledge the pain while focusing on the benefits of moving forward. Forgiveness is an act of self-love. It's saying, I deserve peace more than I deserve to stay angry. Forgiving someone doesn't mean inviting them back into your life with open arms. It doesn't mean giving them a free pass to hurt you again. Forgiveness and trust are two separate things. Forgiveness is unconditional. It's something you do for yourself. Trust, on the other hand, must be earned and is entirely conditional. Setting boundaries is how you ensure that your forgiveness doesn't turn into enabling. It's about safeguarding your growth and protecting the progress you've made. Here's how to set and enforce boundaries. Start with clarity. Take some time to reflect on what you're comfortable with moving forward. What behaviors will you no longer tolerate? What kind of interaction, if any, are you willing to have with this person? Use assertive communication. When you're ready, express your boundaries calmly and clearly. For example, you might say, I've decided I need some space right now. I'm working on my own healing, and I need to focus on that. It's not about being harsh. It's about being firm and clear about your needs. Practice boundary setting through role play. Before having tough conversations, practice them with someone you trust or in front of a mirror. This can help you feel more confident and prepared. Remember, boundaries are a form of self-respect. They show the world how you expect to be treated and protect the progress you've made in your healing journey. Pain is a powerful teacher, but only if we're willing to listen. Every experience, no matter how difficult, has something to teach us about ourselves, others, and the world around us. The key to moving forward is to take those lessons and turn them into wisdom. Here's how to extract wisdom from your pain. Reflect on the experience. Ask yourself, what did this situation reveal about me? What strengths did I uncover? What weaknesses can I work on? For example, maybe you learned how resilient you are, or maybe you realized you need to set stronger boundaries in the future. Use betrayal to understand trust. When someone breaks your trust, it teaches you the importance of earning and maintaining it in all relationships. You might decide to approach future relationships with more caution, but also with a clearer understanding of what trust means to you. Turn heartbreak into clarity. Heartbreak can be a chance to clarify your values. Ask yourself what you need in a healthy relationship and what you're no longer willing to tolerate. Pain doesn't define you, but how you respond to it can. By finding the lessons in your struggles, you can emerge stronger, wiser, and more empowered than before. Your pain is valid. Whatever you've been through, it's real, and it matters. You don't have to downplay it or pretend it doesn't affect you. It's okay to feel hurt, betrayed, or even angry. These feelings don't make you weak, they make you human. But imagine this for a moment. What if you could take all that weight you've been carrying, the anger, the frustration, the endless what-ifs, and just set it down. What if you didn't have to wake up every day feeling tethered to the pain of the past? Picture yourself moving forward, lighter, freer, unburdened by the resentment that's been taking up so much space in your heart and mind. It's not about pretending it didn't happen or telling yourself it's okay when it's not. It's about acknowledging the truth of your experience while deciding it won't control you anymore. You are more than what happened to you. You are not defined by the pain someone else caused. Forgiveness helps you step into that truth. It helps you reclaim your story, not by erasing the hurt, but by allowing you to choose how it shapes you moving forward. Reflect on this. How much energy would you get back if you weren't caught up in the mental loop of reliving what happened? What could you focus on, your growth, your joy, your future, if you weren't tied to the past? You have every right to take your time with this. Forgiveness isn't a switch you flip. It's a process you grow into. And with every small step you take, you're choosing yourself, your peace, and your freedom. Let that sink in. You are worth the freedom that forgiveness brings. Take a moment to reflect. What's one thing you've been holding on to that you know, deep down, it's time to release? Maybe it's a grudge, a moment that replayed too many times, or even just the weight of an expectation that's been impossible to meet. Whatever it is, you're not alone in this process. Share your thoughts in the comments. Sometimes, just putting it into words is the first step toward letting it go. If this resonates with you, and you're ready to take the next step in your healing journey, show your commitment by hitting the like button. Not only does it remind you that you're choosing to move forward, but it also helps others find this video, people who might be searching for the same kind of clarity and peace you are. And if you want to keep building yourself for personal growth, don't forget to subscribe. Together, we're creating a space where healing, wisdom, and transformation are always within reach. Let's walk this path, one step at a time, toward the peace and freedom you deserve. You don't have to forget. The scars may remain, but they don't have to dictate your story. You get to decide how the chapter ends. You have the power to heal in a way that preserves your strength and protects your future. Forgiveness is your way of saying, this will shape me, but it will not define me. Share this video with someone you know who might need it. A friend, a family member, or anyone who's been carrying a burden for too long. Let's start a ripple of healing together.